What's good, guys? It's your boy Justin J coming to you with another video. Let's cook, boys. Let's cook. All right, handsome men's game, right? So you're handsome, but women still don't approach you. And I want to do this video topic because a lot of guys will get in their own way or get in their own head, like, well, I'm this good looking, attractive guy. Why don't women come and approach me? Why does it feel like it's pulling teeth to find places to go where women, feel the need to approach guys? Listen, women are never going to feel the need to approach men. You have to understand this because women have no game. So what women are going to do is they're going to position themselves. They're going to come in your vicinity, in your area, give you choosing signals. And, guys, a choosing signal, a lot of guys think they know what choosing signals are, but they really don't. Because, listen, a woman can give you a choosing signal and be very direct with you. That's really a choosing signal. A chick just keeps looking at you. That's a small choosing signal. And you have to be able to differentiate between the two, because if you guys just think a chick looking at you all the time or, coming in your vicinity, if you think that's really going to get your foot in the door, you still have to go make the approach. So what's the point of waiting on choosing signals? There's hard choosing signals and then there's soft choosing signals. Understand that. So as a man, you need to understand that you're a hunter. You have to go after what you want. Women love following directions. They love when a man just gives them directions, gives them orders to follow. Women always say like they don't like a lot of this stuff, but it's really what they mean is they don't like it from guys who are not sexually attractive. I'm telling you right now, women love instructions and they love direction. So by you coming and making that approach, that's like, damn, this guy is sure of himself. He knows who he is. He's not afraid to come and approach me. I don't have to keep walking past 4 or 5 times for him to just get it, A lot of guys think that women are supposed to come to them because they look so good or they're attractive like that. And that's just not how it works. Women will be bold enough to come and approach you, but that's far few and in between. I mean, like, look, I've been out in grocery stores, I've been in the laundromat, I've been different places, and women, yes, they'll come up to you and, they'll start small talk. They'll start small talking. Oh, you like those too? I remember when I used to take those, and you're like, oh yeah, because you automatically know what she's trying to do. You know what she wants. So it's like easier for you to go after it. But see, the best victories, the best W's that you take is when you see a chick that you're hella sexually attracted to and you just go over to her and introduce yourself. You make a little small talk. You put your number in her phone. Listen, remember, they love instruction. They love instructions, guys. They love being like dominated. They love that, like that masculinity. So if you tell a girl, hey, put my number in your phone, she's going to be looking at you like, yo, this guy knows what he's doing and I'm going to follow his lead. See, when you just approach her and you start talking to her, she's like, damn, this guy can take charge. He can take the lead. You will never really deal with a lot of resistance too. If you, let's say like you go out on a date with this chick or she comes over to your house, you're never going to deal with a lot of resistance because it's how you made the first approach. It's like how you start is how you're going to finish with women. But when you wait on a choosing signal, you're probably going to be the guy that's like, she tells you like, oh, well, I can't today. Well, can we do it 2 weeks from now? And you're like, okay, cool. No, you're going to be the same dude that's going to be like, she goes, hey, I don't really want to go to this place. Can we go to this place? And you're going to be like, oh yeah, sounds good. No. So choosing signals, they are a great indicator that a woman is looking at you. She might think that you're attractive, but you still have to go and make the approach. And it's like all in your approach too at the same time. A woman's gonna know what type of timing you're on. Listen, you have to lead a woman. You cannot just hope that everything falls into place and, shooting stars and hopefully lightning will strike and all of that shit, right? No. See, a lot of the times where a woman can feel like an instant spark with you is all in the first approach. And it's all about how straightforward and direct you are. Women are not used to that. So the whole time, women are used to having to give guys choosing signals. They're used to having guys being like, oh, well, if we can't do it this day, maybe this day works for you. Like, let's see if our schedules line up. No, I'm going to be available on this day. Let's see if this aligns with your schedule. And if not, get back to me. And she's going to be like, oh, well, no, I'm going to make something work now because it's like you're good with it, you're good without it. But see, when you're like constantly waiting on choosing signals, you're not good with it or good without it. You're actually outcome dependent. And I'm telling you, choosing signals aren't a bad thing. But as a masculine dude, handsome, select, sexually attractive, you have to go after what you want. You know, I see a lot of these comments saying like, don't approach women in the gym. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Don't approach women in the gym. But that doesn't mean that there's, you know, never a chance to do so. Like if you guys are leaving at the same time and you guys, you know, happen to bump into each other in the parking lot, or you see her going to her car, what's wrong with just making a simple approach? If she was giving you all these choosing signals in the gym, I mean, the worst that she can say is no. And then there's never going to be like anything awkward between you guys because you went after what you wanted. Guys, you have to find the small W's in these little L's that you think are losses or that you think are going to bring you down. No, the simple fact that you went after what you wanted makes you more attractive. Whether she's trying to go out on a date with you, whether she's going to take your number and meet up with you, it doesn't even matter. You went after what you wanted. See what I mean? You have to get used to these interactions to know that you are him. I'm telling you right now. Because if you don't get used to it, you're always going to be waiting around for like the next date or the next chick to take a liking towards you. No, listen, you are the opportunity as a man. I'm going to keep saying that in my videos. So when you know that, you're just going to start going up to chicks like, you know, like, do you want to partake in this opportunity or not? Because it's your loss. It's not my loss. So never think that a woman needs to be approaching you, because that's just ass backwards thinking. And I understand a lot of guys have big egos and a lot of guys have worked on themselves and developed themselves to be like this sexually attractive dude. So yeah, it would feel good for a woman to come up and approach you. But that's like saying like, you know, I'm going to wait for ShopRite to, you know, mail me, you know, the deals and the prices. So before I go, you know, of course, I need groceries now, but I'm going to wait until they like mail me that list of like everything I can save on and how I can use coupons. Like, what are we talking about? I'm going to wait for the laundromat to give me a choosing signal before I go to the laundromat and wash my loads of laundry. I'm going to wait till my car gives me a choosing signal before I put gas in it. No, I like my tank to always be full. You understand? You can't let, you know, and a lot of this stuff on the internet too is going to tell you like, you know, a woman should be giving you choosing signals and this, that, and the third. No. Don't really pay attention to that. It's about what you want. So if you see a chick and you think that she's your ideal type, you're very sexually attracted to her off rip. You go after what you want. Like it's the same thing as how you'll go to a restaurant and order food, you know? And then even in there, you can change up things. Hey, I want a side of this. I want cheese on this. And I would like this to drink, you know, just to start. And then I want some water after. It's the same way how you approach a chick. You give her a compliment or you don't give her a compliment. You understand? You say something like slick or you say something direct. You say, hey, take your phone out, put my number in your phone. And I know a lot of you guys like getting like Instagrams. I'm not with that. But see what I mean? You can just go every different lane with it. But the most important part is that you actually shot your shot. Because if you don't, you're going to get used to this energy. See, like when you get used to, you know, being passive aggressive, not going after what you want, you're going to get used to resistance. You're going to get used to a chick not trying to cooperate fully. And you're going to be like, yo, well, I can still make it work with her. And like, I get this in my DMs all the time. Hey, Justin, I know you say that I shouldn't deal with resistance and, you know, low to medium interest women, but this chick seems different. And she seems like I can make it work with her. But she told me this day doesn't work for her. And she told me she would hit me up this day, but she hasn't hit me up yet. But I still think that I can make things work. You see how that sounds like insanity? But you're still like, because you're used to it. Never get used to that, because I'm telling you, there's not a lot of sexually attractive dudes out here. Like handsome and select? Oh, no. I talk to chicks all the time. And they're like, you know what? When you first came up in my matches or when you came over here to say something to me, I was just like, I'm so happy this guy is like, it's either I'm so happy that we matched or I'm so happy that you actually came over here. I didn't think you were going to come over here. So you always need to remember that. The opportunity, you're the opportunity. You know, it's like you're holding your hand out and there's a spotlight on you on the dance floor. Now, she can either take your hand and start dancing with you, or she could turn around and get the hell up out the spot. But it's still her loss. Trying to breed stronger minds here, guys. Because that's the same way how you'll deal with resistance in a relationship once you finally get with the chick. No, once you make the approach, she's going to know what type of timing you're on. She's going to know your program because you do not play any games. You saw what you wanted and you went after it, as a proper man should. So like, this video isn't to say, you know, waiting on choosing signals and, you know, thinking that a chick should come up to you. I'm not saying that, you know, you don't have to think that way. You can think whatever you want. But I'm just saying, like, I carry myself like a real dude, bro. I'm never waiting around on some chick to like give me all these signals before I feel confident and sure of myself to the point where, okay, now I can go and approach her. No. You know, sometimes I approach chicks and they're not even looking at me. Remember, guys, the celebrity energy, when they're like, huh, me? We were never even looking at each other like that, but I just spotted her. It's funny because the last chick I approached, she didn't even know that I had my eyes on her. You know, I seen her in passing a couple times, and then I was just like, you know, she never looked at me, bro. Still approached her. And when I approached her, she was kind of like, what? Like me? I'm like, yeah, you. I find you very attractive. What's up? What's your name? I'm telling you guys. And yes, we ended up going out on a date, but it was like a low-cost date, nothing too serious. And I got the number, and then like it eventually went nowhere. But I'm just trying to give you an example of you can make these small interactions, and you need to stop making such a big deal about it. Like, okay, well, if she says no, you know, at least she threw me the choosing signal, so it's not like I made myself look stupid. No, you make yourself kind of look funny money when you don't go after what you want, because chicks know what you want, guys. So when you go over to her, like, she's either gonna be with it or she's not. And remember, you are an attractive, sexually attractive, right, handsome, select dude. So what's stopping you, bro? You gotta have that oomph, that confidence. And that's what this video is really for. Like, if you're thinking about it, you're like, yo, I know I can make these approaches and it's not really a big deal. Well, this is that little push that you need. You know, confidence and sex appeal. That's the most important part. I literally have a whole video, you know, handsome men's game. Confidence and sex appeal is key. And that's a major component in it. Being able to just walk up to a chick. You know, and even if she says like, no, I'm good, I have a boyfriend. Okay. And then you go approach another chick. And the next chick can say the same exact thing. And then I promise you, especially being sexually attractive, by the time you get around to the third chick, you're going to get a number. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get a date or anything like that, but you're going to get this energy that you're him. You're going to get the celebrity energy, I'm telling you. And once you experience it, there's no turning back, because now you have a standard. See, a lot of guys are always waiting on choosing signals and stuff like this because they don't have a standard. You know, it's kind of like, oh, well, I think she likes me. No. When you approach a chick, you know what's up. When you're that confident dude, that just oozes sex appeal. Women know what's up with you, and you're never going to be confused. But, you know, that whole like waiting around for choosing signals and believing that women should come and approach you, that's kind of, it's backwards. And now I could see if you were like super famous and you're used to chicks just running up on you with their cameras out like, oh my God, can I please have an autograph? You know, that would make perfect sense. But when you're a guy, right, that's just, you know, you're just a guy, you're a man. Yes, you have to go after what you want. I'm sorry. You have to go after what you want. And it just makes it even that, it just makes the experience that much more greater, because you're gonna have a woman looking at you like, damn, this is that dude. There's no fear in his heart. There's no way little old me can scare this guy away or scare him off because of the initial interaction. So just remember, when you're out here and you want to approach chicks and you know that you're a sexually attractive dude, don't let like choosing signals stand in your way. Choosing signals are nice. They're good indicators that a chick will be open to talking to you. But listen, when you know that you're the opportunity, bro, when you know that, you're not really waiting around for choosing signals. Like, you'll be out in a bar or maybe a pub, something like that, and like chicks are everywhere. And you're just going to be making approaches like that. Think about it like this. Have you ever had a time in your life where you went to parties, you went out and you had fun, you went to lounges and stuff like that, and you approached a lot of women? It's going to be the same way out in public, you know, because, you know, at college parties is where I got a lot of experience with this. Like, you can just literally sit down next to a chick on a bench and just start a random conversation, not even be like, hey, my name is so-and-so. You could literally just sit down and be like, hey, and then just start a whole conversation. And based off of how confident you are, she will literally start talking to you and being involved in the conversation. Pause like a little bit into it and be like, but this is crazy, I never even got your name, because it was all off of how you led the interaction. I'm telling you right now, remember, we used to go to college parties, me and my boy, and we would see chicks on the bench and we'd be like, yo, I'll race you there first, boom, and we'd run and then sit next to the girls and they'd be like, what the fuck? And we'd be like, hey, what's up? And just start talking. They wouldn't even get to know our names. Sometimes we would say our names, sometimes we wouldn't. But see, those approaches, like, I remember one time, right? I think I was like 17 or 18. We used to go to the mall on Saturdays. You know, we used to smoke or like drink a little bit and just go to the mall, right? Just to mac on girls. And I remember this one time, I look at my boys, it's like a group of 5 of us, and I'm like, yo, hold on. And I go to there's like 4 girls sitting in front of JCPenney's on the bench, right? So I go in the middle of the girls and I just sit down and I put my arms around all of them. And I'm just like, what's up, ladies? And then literally the girl to the right of me started hooking up with me. And all my boys, I look over and all my boys were like, how the fuck did he do that? And look, all her friends wanted a piece too. But you know, I was just like focusing on the chick, you know, but I'm just saying, guys, like I look back at like interactions, like even those when my game was like not as tight as it could be, and I still knew what to do just because I was confident. And no matter if like alcohol was in me or not, it just proves it. When you have that confidence, you know, that's like the end game. A chick is just like, huh? Because they're not really used to that. They're used to guys like saying these cheesy, corny ass lines on dating apps, or they're used to guys like waiting for all those choosing signals. Do you understand? Like some chicks will make a guy their boyfriend or whatever, and that they had to like let him know through like subtle choosing signals for like a year. And like, yo, this guy, I never thought, like I thought he would never get it. But then finally, you know, one day, you know, everything just seemed to work itself out and he got it. What the hell? That's not how it goes. You need to look at it and be grateful that you're attractive, you're sexually attractive, you have a mouthpiece, you know how to talk. You have to be grateful for all these things, because if you're not, you're gonna wait around for choosing signals. I'm sorry, you're gonna wait around. But when you're grateful for it and you're like, yo, I'm that dude, you're not gonna be waiting around for choosing signals. I'm telling you right now, you are going to be that sexually attractive, dominant dude who goes after what he wants. Think about it too, like when you're getting the number, it's like, hey, you think I can take your number down so maybe we can go on a date? As opposed to, hey, I know this great spot in town for drinks, right? I want you to meet me there by 8 and wear something nice. Yo, matter of fact, take your phone out and put my number in your phone, and I want you to text me tonight at 8 o'clock, just so I have your number in my phone. Now you tell me what sounds better. I know what I'm talking about, guys. So just know that if you want to wait on choosing signals, cool. If you don't, and you want to be a man about it and just start approaching chicks, go after chicks and go after what you want. And I'm telling you, you're going to deal with rejection, but you have to embrace that shit. And that's how you're going to get better at it. It's your boy, Justin J. Get with you boys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, boys. Let's go.